What's up, good people? It's your girl, Safia Ashe Jasi, aka Fire, because I stay bringing that heat. That or a. I am a cultural architect, mental health, trauma, and creative release advocate. I transform trauma into artistic healing experiences through art and storytelling and advocate for the importance of including Black disabled voices in all facets of life. The I Am event series, Disability, Art, Life, and Culture, is the foundation to start documenting disability, life, art, and culture through the Black lens and to start the process of creating a more inclusive and accessible environment in the film industry for people who are neurodivergent and have chronic illness. Because I'm here to disrupt Hollywood and the standard way of doing business. So I want to talk today I want to touch on some key points about how to engineer an inclusive digital society, unlearning self unlearning self-stigmatization and building self-fullness, building knowledge within community. So let's get right into the meat and the potatoes of things. So, 1865 was 158 years ago, which marked the official ending of slavery. 1960 was 63 years ago, which marked the official ending of slavery for the descendants of the enslaved Black people who couldn't leave the plantation as freely as a non-disabled counterparts. So, what is it when we talking about engineering an inclusive digital society? Like, what exactly is a digital society? So, well, I'm going to tell ya. So, we are embarking on a digital age. We are already in it. It has been here for quite some time. The internet has evolved since the 1980s. Do you remember the first computer, the dinosaur? I don't even remember it because I was born in 1991. I am millennial. The 90s was the best decade ever, and I was born at the very tip of the 90s. So yeah, it's all love, peace, and hair grease over here. But all that to say, but I heard about the dinosaur. I heard all types of stories, seen all types of movies, TV shows, that showed the dinosaurs and the hardship that people had with it, so whatever. But to fast forward to 2023, there are so many opportunities to include the Black disabled voice. Technology in 2023 has made it easier than ever before for Black disabled people to take ownership of their narrative. But we still live in a society that continues to push Black disabled people to the wayside. Now, the I Am event series, Disability, Art, Life, and Culture, was a solution to this problem with the mission of creating an alternative to social media. On social media, we are constantly being bombarded with negativity, dismissiveness, and unwanted opinions. Social media has become a place for people to drown in their trauma while begging to be heard, while others are clout chasing for social media fame. I know everyone wants to be seen, heard, but it comes at the expense of tearing others down to build oneself up. Social media is the fastest way to receive the latest news nowadays. So, I want to invite you to help me co create a digital healing sanctuary while I'm on the mission to make being Black and disabled the new cool. So I have a question that I would like to ask you. And it basically is like, do you know how many Black people with disabilities live in poverty? I would like for you to take the time to Google it and share the answer with me in a video on TikTok. And you can tag at Blaq Gurl Fya in your video on TikTok. And Blaq Gurl Fya is spelled the Ebonics way because Ebonics is a part of Black culture, because Ebonics is nothing but a hook on phonics with flavor, like being Black and I want to like change the way we think of the word ghetto, like the negative connotation that's associated with ghetto, because ghetto-ness is nothing but creativity, innovation, because Black people make the world go round. Because I know when I went to the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, and they was talking about like found art, like you found things and you repurpose it, and I'm like, that's everything that we've been doing in the hood, like repurposing things, find like a new opportunity or finding life in something that was once was no good or no longer had a purpose, and finding what that newness is, what the new mission of this old retired thing can be. So ghetto-ness is creativity, it's Black culture, and it makes the world go round. So make sure you tag at Blaq Gurl Fya, spell the Ebonics way in your TikTok video, telling me like how many Black people with disability that's currently living in poverty. So next, I want to touch on the idea of unlearning self-stigmatization and building self-fullness. So now we have performative culture, and I associate performative culture with masking, with like how I had to mask in order to be accepted and to keep up with an inaccessible society. But it seems like everyone is performing just to be heard, clout chasing just to be seen, doing whatever it takes to go viral, just reminiscing on the display of Gorilla Glue. I don't even remember her name, but I sure do remember a 40-something-year-old woman putting Gorilla Glue on her hair to make it stay down. And I'm like, was I really supposed to believe she didn't know not to put Gorilla Glue in her hair? So again, have you ever had to mask? Ever had to overcompensate just to keep up with society? Ever wonder how you were going to live a successful and comfortable life? I did. November 18, 2004 changed my life. A life-threatening car accident that changed me for the better. It made me different, and everyone I once knew treated me as a foreigner. People constantly reminded me that I wasn't included, that there was no place for me to thrive. I didn't have examples of successful Black people with disabilities to look up to. I didn't have hope for a better tomorrow. Through the I Am event series, Disability, Art, Life, and Culture, has really helped me find my voice. It has taught me to stand firmly in my power. It has taught me to be unapologetic about who I am in that order, because I'm taking up space. Yes. So, did you find out the percentage of Black people with disability who are currently living in poverty? If you did, don't forget to tag at Blaq Gurl Fya on TikTok in your video with your answer. So now let's really think about what is building knowledge within community. So there aren't any notable disability resources available to Black people, to Black disabled people on the South Side of Chicago. All of the resources are up north or downtown. Black people with disabilities don't even feel included in Black culture. My disability isn't meant to take away from my Blackness, but my disability is one layer that help defines my Blackness. Disability is only one thing. Disability doesn't mean the same thing for every 5 million disabled Black person living in America. Disability is vast, it's magical and powerful. There is space and opportunity, and Black people with disability need to be filling up these spaces. So, I'm asking you to Google notable disability organizations in Chicago and identify where they are located and who run them. Because Black people with disabilities on the South Side of Chicago deserve access to tools and resources, just like the Black disabled people up north. Black people with disabilities deserve to be a part of the Black community and culture. Because we make up this culture. And some of the greatest minds and bravest souls that contribute to Black culture had a disability. Harriet Tubman, enough said. Octavia Butler, enough said. Kanye West, now known as Ye. I don't care what no one says. Ye is a creative genius. So, by engaging in this conversation with me, you are helping to create a more inclusive and accessible society for all. No more hiding your truth. No more feeling like you're powerless. You will be a part of a society where everyone is free to express their truth and be accountable for their actions. Disability isn't one thing. Disability includes people who are physically disabled, people who are neurodivergent, and people who have chronic illness. Someone dear and near to your heart may be suffering in silence because society isn't inclusive for them to live in their truth. I can help. If you you have if you if you have a business or organization, or someone that's, or you associate with people that is working in the film industry or with film schools or tech companies, I can help create programs and systems to help bring disability tools and resources, first starting on the South Side of Chicago, to help empower Black disabled people that are living in impoverished communities. So, yeah, that's all the goodness I have for all you beautiful people today. And remember to be kind and gentle to yourself in that order, and be fly and beautiful and continue to disrupt the norm. Mm-mm. Yes, yes, yes. Love, peace, and hair grease in that water.